Most men think being unforgettable is about saying the right things. It's not. You can say everything perfectly and still be forgotten the next day. Because what actually makes someone remember you is psychology, and most people don't understand it. Here are 10 simple ideas that will make you stand out without trying too hard. 1. Leave things unfinished. Curiosity keeps you remembered. Most men talk too much and try to explain everything about themselves in one go. They think sharing more will impress someone. But it actually does the opposite. When you say everything, there's nothing left to think about later. Our brain remembers things that are unfinished much more than things that are complete. So instead of telling your full story, leave a little bit out. For example, you can say, "That reminds me of a crazy story. I'll tell you next time." Now you've created curiosity. And when someone is curious, they keep thinking about you. That's how you stay in their mind even after the conversation ends. 2. Don't try to be perfect. Small flaws make you human. A lot of men try too hard to look perfect. They want to say everything right and never make mistakes. But being perfect can actually push people away. It feels fake and hard to relate to. People connect better with someone who feels real. That means it's okay to have small flaws or make small mistakes. Maybe you laugh at yourself or admit something simple like being bad at cooking. These small things make you more human and easier to connect with. The key is to still be confident, but not fake perfect. Real always beats perfect. 3. Let her put in effort too. People value what they invest in. Most men think they have to do everything, impress, entertain, and give constant attention. But when you do all the work, the other person doesn't feel involved. A better way is to let her invest a little too. Ask simple things like her opinion or suggestion. For example, "What's a good movie I should watch?" Now she's part of the conversation, not just listening. When someone puts in even a small effort, they start to feel more connected. Because people naturally value what they invest their time and energy into. That's how a connection starts to grow. 4. Understand feelings instead of fixing everything. When someone shares a problem, most men try to fix it right away. They give advice or solutions. But that's not what most people want. They want to feel understood first. Instead of jumping to solutions, just acknowledge how they feel. Say something like, "That sounds really stressful," or "I get why that upset you." This shows that you're actually listening and paying attention. When someone feels understood, they feel closer to you, and that feeling is what they remember, not your advice, but your understanding. 5. Be a little different. Break the usual conversation. Most conversations sound the same. Same questions, same answers. That's why people forget them quickly. If you want to stand out, you need to be a little different. Ask questions that make someone think or smile. Instead of "How was your day?" try "What was the best part of your day?" It's a small change, but it makes the conversation more interesting. When something feels different, the brain pays more attention to it. And when people pay more attention, they remember you more. 6. Use small things like scent and music. Memory is strongly connected to our senses, especially smell and sound. That's why a certain smell or song can remind you of a person instantly. You can use this in a simple way. Use a light, pleasant scent that becomes part of your presence. Not too strong, just noticeable up close. Also, if you share a song or talk about music together, that can become a connection point. Later, when she hears that same song or smells something similar, she'll remember you. These small things create strong memories without you even trying. 7. Create small, only us moments. What makes a connection feel special is when it feels personal. This happens when you share small things that only the two of you understand. It could be an inside joke, a funny moment, or something random you both noticed. These moments don't need to be planned. They happen naturally. The important part is to bring them up again later. That makes it feel like something shared between just you two. It creates a small private world, and that makes the connection stronger and more memorable. 8. Guide the conversation. Don't let it be boring. Most people just go with the flow in conversations. They ask basic questions and get basic answers. But if you want to stand out, you need to guide the conversation a little. Ask better questions. Bring better energy. For example, instead of asking something boring, ask something that brings out a positive or interesting response. When you do this, the whole conversation feels better. And over time, people start to feel good when they talk to you. That feeling becomes attached to you, and that's what makes you memorable. 9. End at the right time, leave on a good note. People don't remember everything that happened. They mostly remember the best moment and how things ended. So if a conversation goes on too long and becomes boring, that's what they'll remember. Instead, learn to leave when things are going well. When the conversation is fun, when there's good energy, that's the best time to end it. Say something like, "This was really nice. We'll continue later." Now the last memory is positive. And because you didn't stay too long, it leaves them wanting more. 10. Have your own life. This is the most important one. All of this only works if you have your own life. If your whole focus is on getting attention or approval, people can feel it. But when you have your own goals, your own work, and your own direction, everything changes. You become more confident naturally. You don't need validation. And because of that, your time and attention become more valuable. People are drawn to someone who has a life of their own. Not because he's trying to impress, but because he's focused on something bigger. That's what makes someone truly unforgettable. Being unforgettable isn't about tricks or lines. It's about being real, understanding people, and knowing how connection actually works. When you get that, you stop trying to be remembered, and you just become someone people don't forget. If you made it this far, you already understand what most men don't. Subscribe for more simple psychology like this. And tell me in the comments, which one do you think matters the most?